episode 3475, Change Your Healthy Living Habits.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Kristianne Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous week. You know what it is today? It's hump day. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, you know what? I just got to tell you, I love that commercial. You're feeling like a camel. Maybe you need to be drinking more water. No, maybe you need to change your healthy living habits. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. I just got to tell you, it has been a week. How about your week? How are you really feeling? How is your energy level right now? Are you on fire? Or do you feel like you're burning from the inside out, like you're the Energizer Bunny just waiting to burst into flames like, yes, I know I can? Or are you tired of the same old routine? Then why not change your healthy living habits? Transforming your lifestyle can be challenging. It is challenging. We know it because life is challenging, but with determination and consistency, you can achieve your goals. Exclamation point. Oh yeah, baby. Remember, it's not about being perfect because I know, wouldn't it be nice if we were perfect? I would love to say that I am perfect, but I so am not. I fall short every single day. But staying focused on your journey allows you to lean in closer to healthier living, which means what? A higher quality of life. You want that energy. You want to feel vivacious. You want to feel like that Energizer Bunny from the inside out. Yes, because it's not about perfection. Most of the time we want everything to be just right. We start on Monday, fail on a Friday, and repeat the process again. And then you wonder why you are still where you are. Well, common sense will give you your answer. However, no one wants to be overshadowed by how many times they fail, right? You want to succeed, so why not now? Why not create your now with the direction to refocus your goals and the way in which you implement them? You got to see it to believe it. That is your K.I.S.S to Keep It Simple strategy. See it to believe it. Why not give yourself the opportunity to see it? When you see it, you believe it, which in turn encourages you to repeat it. Can we say that again 3,000 times? I think we need to. I think we need to have that pat on the back. We need that little kind of thump on the head, the little bump in the heart that says, you know what? I can refocus my goals. I can get up when I fall down. I don't have to wait till a Monday morning. I can start right now, right here, right where I'm at, in the middle of the season, in the middle of the mess. I am in the messy middle right now. I have so much going on. Can I just tell you, yesterday, what I had on the calendar, none of it happened. Oh, it all happened actually, but none of it happened the way I wanted it to happen. I was interrupted, I don't know how many times, probably at least 7 or 8 times by my contractors. We're in the middle of a renovation, so it is definitely the messy middle right now. On top of that, I'm going through some training, which is great because when I get training, that means you get training, right? And why not extend that training, right? I want to be able to continually learn so I can help teach you. I want you to get to your goals, whatever that is. I want you to go way beyond even where I'm at. I want you to impact the world that you touch. Oh, and then, by the way, not only did I have all of that going on, I had 3 client calls. On top of that, I had another thing that I was supposed to work on, which, by the way, I never got to. I worked on another business call. And then on top of that, I talked to everybody in my family, 3 generations down. Yes, I kid you not. It was one of those days. There were really not enough minutes in the days. And then I kind of sat back. It was probably around just a little after 7 o'clock. Did you watch the Olympics? Okay, we'll come back to that because it's going to work into this. I promise you it will. But it was a little after 7. I was like, I have not eaten anything today. Literally, from the time my eyes opened and I was still laying in bed, I was going nonstop. And I really do believe that a lot of us, we just have that season of life that we're in where we go nonstop. Whatever nonstop is for you, it doesn't mean it had to be as chaotic as it was for me. Now, I can't tell you my everyday is like that, yet it is a party every day. I say it over and over again. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I entertained even a little boy. Yeah, I was like playing sort of kind of grandma, but not really. Anyway, I could have been his grandma. Oh dear, that's a scary thought. No. But anyway, we had a marvelous time. But I look at it, I'm thinking, you know what? If I wait to the perfect time to do what I need to do for my body, for my mind, and my spirit, oh my goodness, I'm never going to get to where I want to be. And if I'm blessed to make it another 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years, yeah, I'd like to hit another 40 or 50 years. I kid you not. Maybe let's go to another 45 or 50 years. I'll take it. But I'm not going to get there if I don't have my priorities straight, if I don't have my goals set, if I don't really see it to believe it. You can refocus your goals when it comes to healthy living. You can kickstart your health every single day. In fact, that's what you need to do. Number 1 for C.S, set clear goals. Set. Define what you want to achieve and why it's important to you. You got to set it. You know, I'm watching the Olympics and I love watching beach volleyball and volleyball. My daughter played volleyball. I'll tell you this little secret. Shh, don't tell her. It wasn't her best sport. Let's just say she found the ball more often with her body parts than she did where it was supposed to be going over the net. We'll leave it at that for a fun day. But she knows it. She would admit it. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not telling any secret that nobody doesn't know. But it was an experience for her. But I think a lot of us go through that and we're kind of like we're trying to set things up before we serve in our day. But we don't set. We just serve. And what that means is that we're just all over the place. We're not in the right position. We don't have the right mindset. We don't have the right plans laid out. And no matter how hard we try, man, it is fail. But if you stop to set, it changes everything. Having clear goals gives you a sense of direction and motivation to stay on track. Don't wait a year from now when you may be wishing you started today. Think about that. I actually was thinking about that. I started my full life journey. I'm going to call it that, if there is such a thing. I've been on a life journey for a long time, but specifically my healthy living. And since I was pregnant or nursing for 10 years straight, I have struggled with my weight. Now, I will say this. I wouldn't change that. You know why? Because I was able to give life to 5 beautiful children. They are healthy. Most of the time, they're happy. And that is a leg up that I gave them. And so did I sacrifice something? You better believe it, I did. Because I wasn't one of those women who could nurse and then, it kind of would lose weight. No, I was the cow. If you've ever nursed, sorry guys, you don't nurse, that's all right. So you can plug your ears or whatever. But if you've had a wife that had, maybe you can relate to this a little bit. But when I was nursing, in one sitting, 16 to 18 ounces pumped. One sitting. I was a working mom at the time. In fact, I worked with all of my children. It wasn't until my 3rd child that I went back to the corporate world, trained my replacement, and then came back out and started my own day school. Entrepreneur all the way through. And so I was always on the go. But let me tell you, my priority was to serve my children. But I had to set the clear goal first. If I just tried to serve, it wasn't going to work. I had to set it first. Don't wait a year from now when you may be wishing you started today. So that whole thing led me down this road of ups and downs and all arounds. And at first my body would respond to things. And then I got older. And my body had other issues. Lots and lots and lots of issues. We won't go into those issues because I'm going to love my body where it's at. but I do struggle. And so it was a little over about almost a year and a half ago. I just sat down and I said, okay, this is it. I want to have a lifestyle for the rest of my life. I don't want to diet, except to look at my diet and say, this is my nutrition. This is what I'm taking in. This is how I'm going to do it. But I wasn't going to be particularly saying that I'm following this diet, doing this on this day, this on this day, this on this day. I wanted to know my range. I wanted to know my goals. I mean, I did test after test. I was on CGMs. If you're not familiar with that, that's a continuous glucose monitor. I was on that. I was watching absolutely everything. I was watching my macros and micros, and I was counting vitamins. I mean, I was drinking water, gallons of it a week. Gallons, not just, maybe a gallon in a week. I was drinking gallons of water a week. My body's different. And now I can respect it. Why? Because I've learned to love myself where I'm at so I can get to where God wants me to go. But in order to do that, I have to set clear goals. What about you? Number 2, E, establish. Establish a routine. Create a daily schedule, that everyday schedule that includes time for exercise, for meal planning, whatever it is, self-care. Right? I am one who enjoys a mani-pedi, but I do it myself. I don't go pay someone else. I don't want somebody else's gel stuff and all that hardening things. It ruins my nail beds. I've only had fake nails once, and no judgment here. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. And so I am blessed. I do have beautiful nails, but I will say this. When it comes to fingernail polish, which I am a girly girl, it doesn't hold on my nails well. I don't care what kind of polish it is. I could be paying $100 for a bottle of nail polish and it will be off in 4 days. Why? I don't know why. Maybe it's because I do too many dishes because we have a big family. Maybe it's because I cook too much. Maybe it's because I clean too much. My husband may go against that idea, but we'll leave that for another episode. But whatever it is, the nail polish does not stay on. So you know what? For me, caring for myself sometimes is just to be all girl and give myself a mani-pedi. Allow myself to take off my fingernail polish, it's chipped a little bit, and then paint on new. And allow myself that 30 minutes to an hour, depending upon what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll do one thing and I'll go and do something else, and then I'll come back to my nails, whatever it is, right? You have got to work in a daily schedule and establish a routine. Go back to raising your kids when they were little. You know the best thing for our kiddos? I don't care if they are 2 days old, if they are 20 months old, if they are 20 years old, or over 102 years old. We gravitate towards routine. Routine does the mind, body, and spirit well. So establish that. And when you build a routine, it helps make healthy habits a natural part of your day-to-day. John C. Maxwell said this, "You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily." What are you doing every single day? Why do you think I'm here at Create Your Now? Not because I have nothing else better to do. I have plenty to do. In fact, I've even had thoughts, and I've shared this with you. Maybe I don't want to do a daily podcast. What if I was to stop my daily podcast? How would that change my life? Well, I guarantee you it would change it. But it also would affect a lot of other people. A lot of people that I call my family. And I take that very seriously. Now, I don't know what tomorrow brings or the next day or what the next year brings or 5 years or 10 years. We're taking it one step at a time. But I can tell you this. You'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. You got to show up for yourself. Establish a routine. And that routine may change every single day. Maybe Monday looks different than Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday or Sunday. That's great. But make Monday stand out. Make Tuesday stand out. Make it work for you. Set, establish. And finally, number 3, E, embrace. Embrace progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small victories along the way and learn from your setbacks. Failures are lessons learned. Setbacks gives you room for a comeback. Remember that it's okay to stumble as long as you get back up and keep moving forward. As I always say, life isn't about perfection, but learning to pivot with imperfection makes every day a perfect day for your presence. My friend, you've got to be present in order to be incredible, to be you. But a lot of times we just don't want to. We'll make up any excuse we can, and that excuse may be real. And it may be very valid. But if you keep leaning on that excuse, how is that going to change your health? How is that going to change your quality of life? Do you really want to not be mobile in the next 10, 15 years? I don't know how old you are, but even 10 to 15 years. I mean, right now we're under renovations. My contractors came to me yesterday and said, ma'am. And I was like, yeah, because they're on the east wing, I'm on the west wing, and there's kind of a division right now by plastic. I know it kind of sounds strange. Just imagine full renovation. And it's like this lens that you can't see through, but it's just plastic. And so I'll hear a call from the other side of the room. And so I'm like, yes, coming, because they can't hear me. And I always tell them, come on over, it's okay. But they don't want to disturb me. They're very sweet. They're very kind. So I go over there. Well, I was interrupted like 7 or 8 times. No big deal. That's what I'm here for. I mean, they're doing this because I want it done, right? So I want it done the right way. Well, anyway, plans had changed. And all of a sudden, what they thought they were going to work on, they really changed their mind and they wanted to work on something else, which means I was not prepared for them to work in that area and I had to move a lot of stuff. So immediately my life came to a screeching halt and I had to go find boxes upon boxes upon boxes and pack and pack and pack, load them up and move them out to another room to stack them high to the ceiling. I'm like, seriously? And guess what? I packed those boxes and then I had to pick them up. Let me tell you, if I wasn't strong, if I wasn't taking care of my body and taking myself seriously, there was no way I was going to pick up those boxes. In fact, I might have picked them up and then probably pulled a muscle or two. And then I would have been, well, not on my back because it would have hurt so much. And then I would have been miserable for the next 3-4 days, knowing that I still got to be really with it because I got these guys doing a job here. How do you want your quality of life to look? Have you even thought about it? Or are you freaking out because you got school starting in a week or 2? Maybe you're freaking out because life is happening. You don't have the job you want. Your bank account doesn't look the way you think it should. Again, you can hold on to any excuse. Yes, they're valid. But how will that excuse change your life? Think about that. That's the $1 million question. What we need to look at is we need to understand where we are and where we're going. What do you want out of your life? You got to see it to believe it. And when you see it, that means you're present. And when your presence is made known, you can see the progress, which then develops your passion for your purpose in life. Do you see how everything is connected? So by following the S.E.E method and staying committed to your goals, you, my friend, get to create lasting changes in your lifestyle and truly experience the benefits of a healthier, happier you. Don't you want to smile more? Come on, you know it feels good to smile. I know for me, I'm just tired at times. I'm like, Lord, there's just no way I'm getting there. But you know what? I'm always reminded. One step at a time leads to miles of greatness. Train for life. Love your journey. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.